Good morning, students. Welcome back. I am Professor Poonam Gharge from College of Agriculture, Baramati. Today, we are going to learn second lecture from the course GPB 243. The topic name is Deterioration of Crop Varieties, Factors Affecting Deterioration and Their Control. Maintenance of genetic purity during seed production. So, students, production of genetically pure and otherwise good quality pedigree seed is an exacting task requiring high technical skill and comparatively heavy financial investment. During seed production, strict attention must be given to the maintenance of genetic purity and other qualities of seed in order to exploit the full dividends sought to be obtained by introduction of new superior crop plant varieties. In other words, seed production must be carried out under standardized and well organized conditions. But sometimes this seed is going to lose their genetic purity or lose their germination capacity. So, in this lecture, we are going to learn the several factors during production cycle can deteriorate the genetic purity or trueness of the seed. So, the best means to ensure genetic purity, therefore, would be overcome to the greatest possible extent the various factors responsible for a genetic deterioration we are going to learn through this lecture and their control. So, before starting to this lecture, you have to be know about the what is mean by seed deterioration and variety deterioration. So, seed deterioration is nothing but it is the loss of seed quality with passage of time. So, as the age of seed is going to increase, its quality is going to be deteriorated. So, that is called as a seed deterioration, and there are several factors are responsible for loss of this seed quality. While varietal deterioration means what? So, it is nothing but it is the loss of genetic purity of a variety or trueness to its types when your crop is in a field. That time there are several factors are such as a natural crossing is there, mechanical mixture is there, and due to which the genetic purity of your varieties or your seed is going to be lower down during its multiplication. So, that is called as a varietal deterioration. The next definition. So, what is meant by variety? So, variety is nothing but it is the group of plants having clear distinguished characters which when reproduced either sexually or asexually retains these characters. So, variety is nothing but it means variety is a group of plants which is having a clear distinguishable differentiable characters, and those characters are written either you can produce this variety by sexual means or asexual means over year after year. Okay. So, that is called as a variety. Next one is a variety deterioration means decline of genetic purity of a variety or lower down the quality or a genetic means its trueness or trueness to type is going to be lower down. It is decreases. That is called as a variety deterioration. The next one is a seed deterioration. So, lowering or loss of quality, viability and vigor either due to aging in storage or the effect of anti-cryptobiotic factors on quiescent seed or due to breakdown of genetic purity. So, seed deterioration means loss of quality or decrease in quality of your seed in terms of viability, seed germination, seed vigor, and that will be happen either due to increase the age of that seed, or you have stored that seed for a longer duration, or during storage there are certain factors, anti-cryptobiotic factors are going to be act that will reduce their germination capacity or viability, or due to breakdown of genetic purity. Okay. So next point is principles of quality seed production. So there are two main principles, or these principles are divided into two types, that is genetic principles and agronomic principles. So here you can see what are the genetic principles or genetic causes or factors which is responsible for the variety deterioration. Maybe in your final exam you will get question, enlist the different causes, genetic causes of seed or varietal deterioration, or genetic principles or factors affecting genetic purity during seed production. Okay. So these factors are, first one is a developmental variation, mechanical mixture, mutation, natural crossing, genetic drift, minor genetic variation, selective influence of diseases, other heritable variation, breakdown of male sterility, and improper seed certification. So one by one we are going to learn all these factors in this chapter. Then next one is agronomic principles. So it includes selection of suitable agroclimatic region, isolation of seed crop, preparation of land, selection of variety, seed and seed treatment, time of sowing, seed rate, method of sowing, depth of sowing, etc. Then roguing, supplementary pollination, weed control, disease and insect control, nutrition, irrigation, harvesting, and drying and storage of seed. So these factors also we are going to study in detail, but not in the same lecture. We will cover them in a next lecture. So in this lecture we cover only the genetic principles and maintenance of genetic purity, or safeguards to maintain the genetic purity. Okay. So genetic principles are the apparent and the real factors of genetic deterioration. So these are the actual factors which will lower down the genetic purity of your variety or seed. In that, mechanical mixture, natural crossing, and selective influence of diseases, these are the most important factor for a genetic deterioration. So these are the major factors, three major factors which will have a more extent to cause a genetic deterioration. So first one is developmental variation. So what is meant by developmental variation? So when the seed crops are grown in different environment, under different soil and fertility condition, different climatic condition, or at a different elevation for several years, they may arise as a differential growth response. So what happens when you grow the crop in different climatic condition than their normal conditions, or maybe if you grow them under different photoperiod condition, different climatic condition, what happen? There is a developmental variation occur which result in the differential growth response. So plant will give you a different growth response than their normal growth. So that is known as a developmental variation. So to minimize the opportunity for such a shift to occur in varieties, it is advisable to grow them in their areas of adaptation and growing season. So if you want to avoid this, what we have to do? We have to grow the crops in their adaptation areas and in that particular growing season. Then you can avoid this variation that occurs due to growing them in different climatic or environmental conditions. Okay. Then second factor is mechanical mixture. So the most important source, it is the most important source of variety deterioration during seed production. Then this mechanical mixture may often takes place at the time of sowing. So majority this mechanical mixture takes place at the time of sowing if you are using a same seed drill for sowing more than one variety. So you will get a more chances of volunteer plants of the same crop or through different varieties grown in the adjacent fields. Okay. So this mechanical mixture occurs at the time of sowing if you are using a same seed drill for sowing more than one variety. Sometimes it occurs through volunteer plants of the same crop which is present in the seed field, or through different varieties which is grown in adjacent field or in a neighboring field. So two varieties growing alongside each other in the field are often mixed somewhat during harvesting and threshing operation. So often the seed produce of all the varieties are kept on the same threshing floor, that also result in the considerable amount of mechanical mixture or varietal mixture. Secondly, combining or threshing equipments is often contaminated with the seeds of other varieties in augers, elevators, etc., as well as the gunny bags, seed bins, elevators. They are also quite often contaminated with the seeds of other varieties, and if you are using the same thing for storage, it will cause a mechanical mixture. So if you want to control this, not completely you can avoid it, but at some amount you can avoid the mechanical contamination. So for that you have to do the roguing of your seed field time to time. Then you have to practice utmost care during seed production, harvesting, threshing and handling. Okay. Then the third factor is mutation. So it is not a serious factor of varietal deterioration. In the majority of cases it is difficult to identify or detect minor mutations. Okay. So mutation is nothing but it is the sudden heritable change in the heredity characters of seed plot which result in the genetic variation. So it is serious only in a vegetatively propagated crops if bud mutation takes place, but it is difficult to identify, and therefore we cannot eliminate the deteriorating effects of the mutation. The next one is very important factor is natural crossing. So in sexually propagated crop, this natural crossing is another most important source of seed deterioration or varietal deterioration due to introgation of gene from unrelated species, which can only be solved by prevention. So the extent of varietal contamination, however, depends upon natural crossing or cross fertilization. So how much amount of natural crossing takes place, that depend upon the amount of natural cross fertilization. So the deterioration in varieties due to natural crossing occurs due to following three reasons, that is natural crossing with undesirable plant, natural crossing with diseased plant and natural crossing with off-type plants. So, in predominantly self-pollinated crops, this natural crossing is not a serious source of contamination and variety deterioration unless the variety is male sterile and is grown in close proximity to other varieties. On the other hand, this natural crossing is a major source of genetic contamination and variety deterioration in cross-fertilized or often cross-fertilized crop species. So, the extent of genetic contamination in seed field due to natural crossing depends upon the factors such as the breeding system of species. How much natural crossing takes place is depend upon the breeding system of spacing. Does that species is outbreeder or inbreeder? If it is an outbreeder, it has a more extent of natural crossing. Then second point is isolation distance. So, isolation distance between varieties is increase the contamination generally. If isolation distance increased, amount of contamination is going to be decreased. So, if you are having a small amount of contamination over wide distances. So, isolation of seed crop therefore is a primary factor in the seed production of crop plant. Then next point is varietal mass. Amount of plant population is present or the density of plant population, that is also a very important factor that will also determine the rate of natural crossing. If density of population per meter square area is more, it will have more natural crossing events. Then pollinating agent such as direction of prevailing wind, number of insect present and their activity, humidity, temperature at the time of anthesis, etc. So, that will also going to determine the amount of natural crossing. Then next point is remedies. So, if you want to avoid a natural crossing, you have to maintain a sufficient isolation distance to keep natural crossing at a minimum level. And second thing is you have to remove out the contaminants at a proper stage. So, before flowering, you have to remove the volunteer plants or weed plants or other contaminants which is present in the field. The next one is minor genetic variations. So, these minor genetic variations may still exist even in the varieties appearing phenotypically uniform and homogeneous when released. During later production cycles, some of these variation may be lost because of selective elimination by the nature. So, when these varieties are looking uniform and homogeneous, but still a minute amount of the variation is present in the population or in those variety, and as you are taking its later F2 and so on generation, what happens? This variation is going to be lost due to selective elimination by the nature. So, the yield trials of lines propagated from plants of breeder seed to maintain the purity of self-pollinated crop varieties can overcome these minor variation. So, it is suggested that if we conduct yield trials of lines which is propagated from plants of breeder seed, they will help here to reduce the minor genetic variation. So, this minor genetic variability may be a constant feature in often cross-pollinated crop species. So, we have to take care during maintenance of nucleus and breeder seed here in order to minimize the minor genetic variation. The next point is selective influence of diseases. So the selective influence of diseases in varietal deterioration is also a considerable importance. New crop varieties often become susceptible to newer races of pests and diseases which result in diseases caused by the obligate parasites. So new crop varieties are become easily susceptible to the newer races which is maybe become previously minor one, but we are having a continuous breeding effort and this minor pest becomes nowadays major one. So that so new crop varieties which is breed for major plant diseases, against this major plant diseases, they get attacked by the newer races of pest and diseases which is caused by the obligate parasite. So similarly, the vegetatively propagated stock, they also deteriorate quickly if it is infected by virus, fungi or bacterial diseases. So during seed production, it is very important to produce disease free seeds or stocks. No doubt a more organized effort is required to check various diseases and produce seeds under disease free conditions. The next one is techniques of plant breeder. So in certain instances, serious instabilities may occur in varieties owing to cytogenetic irregularities in the form of improper assessment in the release of new variety. So at the time of release of variety, there are some improper assessments takes place, or if a breeder want to release variety early in the market, that time the variety is not attain completely homozygous state. So in that case, such a varieties will deteriorate at a faster rate. So premature release of varieties, still segregating for resistance and susceptibility to disease or other factors, they cause significant deterioration of varieties. Okay, so this failure can be attributed to the variety testing program. So if varietal trial or yield trials are not conducted properly, that will also have a effect on the varietal deterioration. So in addition to this factor, other heritable variation due to recombination and polyploidization may also takes place in varieties during seed production. So if anybody want to avoid this, we have to do a periodical selection during maintenance of seed stock. The next one is genetic drift. So when seed is multiplied in large areas only with a small quantities of seed is taken and preserved for the next year sowing, it will also result in the genetic drift. So loss of large amount of genes which is present in a population over time. But if you want to multiply seed by taking only a random sample or a small portion of a seeds, so it will lose a genes which is present in the population, because such a subsampling all the genotype will not be presented in the next generation and leads to change in the genetic composition. So this is called as a genetic drift. The next factor is breakdown of male sterility. So generally in hybrid seed production, if there is any breakdown of male sterility which leads to a mixture of F1 hybrid and selfed seed. So this is also a serious problem. If the male sterility is not proper, it is sensitive to temperature or humidity or photoperiod. So what happen? If that line, male sterile line, if not receive a specific climatic condition, specific temperature or specific photoperiod, the male sterile line become fertile, and due to which what happen, you will get a mixture of hybrid and selfed seeds. So the variety will not proper in that case. So next point is improper seed certification. So it is not a factor that deteriorate the crop varieties, but if there is any lacuna in any one of the above factor and during seed production it is not checked properly, it may leads to the deterioration of crop varieties. Okay. So this is all about your genetic principles or genetic causes or factors which affect the seed or variety deterioration. The next point is safeguards for maintenance of genetic purity. So these are the important safeguards which include control of seed source, preceding crop requirement, isolation, rogging of seed field, seed certification, grow out test. So one by one we are going to see here all these safeguards in detail. Okay. So first one is control of seed source. So the use of seed of an appropriate class and from an approved source is necessary for raising a seed crop. So there are 4 classes of seed, namely breeder seed, foundation seed, then registered seed, certified seed. Okay. So these are the generally recognized in seed certification, and the classes are given by the Association of Official Seed Certification Agency. They are recommended these 4 classes of seed. So breeder seed is a seed or a vegetative propagating material which is directly controlled by the originating or in certain cases the sponsoring breeder or institution, and which provides for the initial and recurring increase of foundation seed. So these are the seed which is directly controlled by the original breeder or sponsoring breeder or institute, and that is provided for initial or recurring increase of a foundation seed, while foundation seed includes seed stock so handled as to most nearly maintain specific genetic identity and purity, and that may be designed distributed by an agricultural experiment stations. Okay. So it is a source of all certified seed either directly or through registered seed. The next one is registered seed. So it is the progeny of foundation or registered seed. It is handled as to maintain satisfactory genetic identity and purity, and that has been approved and certified by a certifying agency. So the class of seed should be of a quality suitable for production of certified seed. Then the next one is certified seed. So certified seed is a progeny of either foundation, registered or certified seed that is so handled to maintain satisfactory genetic identity and purity, and that has been approved and certified by certifying agency. The next one is preceding crop requirement. This has been fixed to avoid contamination through volunteer plants, and the soil-borne diseases. So preceding crop requirement is very important. That is, the land should be free from volunteer plant, diseased plants, off-type plants, etc. And in previous season, the same crop, same variety should not be grown in that field. So these are the preceding crop requirements. Then third point is isolation. So the isolation of seed crop from various sources of contamination is necessary requirement for raising seed crop. So contamination may be due to natural crossing with other varieties grown alongside and of type present in the seed field, then contamination due to mechanical mixture at the time of sowing, harvesting, threshing, processing and handling of seed. Then contamination due to seed-borne diseases from nearby field. Protection from these sources of contamination is necessary for maintaining genetic purity and the good quality of seed. So isolation is required during raising of a seed crop to avoid contamination due to natural crossing and disease infection by wind and insect from neighboring field, and also during sowing, threshing, harvesting and handling of seed to avoid mechanical mixture. The next one is rogging of seed field. So the existence of off-type plant, that is off-type means the plants differing in their characteristic from those of the seed variety. Okay, off-type means the plant or the crop which is having a different morphological characters than the seed crop, which is a potent source of genetic contamination. Okay, although we are having a very lower percentage of such a plant and they are not seriously decline the genetic purity of the variety, but their continued presence would certainly deteriorate the genetic purity of the variety. So the removal of such plant is also required, that is called as a rogging. Okay. So there are three main sources of off-type, that is, firstly the off-type present or off-type plant may arise due to presence of some recessive gene in homozygous condition at the time of release. Then the second one is the volunteer plant which is arising from accidentally planted seeds or from seed produced by earlier crop, and the third thing is mechanical mixture, that is also an important source of contamination. Okay. So removal of all these is necessary before pollination, and for that purpose we require a regular supervision by trained personnel is important. The next one is seed certification. So the genetic purity of commercial seed production is often maintained through a system of seed certification. So the principal objective of seed certification is to maintain and make available crop seeds, tubers or bulbs, and sometimes grasses which are a good seeding value, which is having a good seeding value and true to variety. So to accomplish this purpose, we require a qualified and well experienced personnel of seed certification agency to carry out field inspections at appropriate stages of crop growth. So they also make seed inspection to verify that the seed crop or seed lot is of the requisite genetic purity and quality after harvesting, to verify quality, or at the time of processing they can draw the samples for seed testing, etc., etc. So the genetic purity of seed is thus assured if the certification agency has approved the seed. So seed certification implies that both the seed crop and seed lot have been duly inspected and that they meet requirement of good quality pedigree seeds. The next point is grow out test. So the varieties being grown for seed production should periodically be tested for genetic purity by grow out test by conducting field test to make sure that they are being maintained in their true form. Okay. The next point is maintenance of genetic purity. So the scientists Hartmann and Kester in 1968 and Agarwal in 1980 describe certain steps to maintain the genetic purity of variety during seed production. Okay, so first one according to them, that is adoption of crop means growing crops only in areas of their adaptation to avoid the genetic shift, change in the genetic function. Okay. In second, approved class of seed. So use of only approved class of seed in seed multiplication and adopt generation system means breeder to foundation, foundation to certified. Okay. Then third thing is preceding crop requirement means inspection and approval of seed plots or fields prior to planting. Then fourth one is isolation. So isolation of seed crop from various sources of contamination by natural crossing or mechanical mixture. Then rogging of type which is having a different morphological characters from those of seed variety. So periodic removal of those plants are necessary. Then field inspection. Qualified and experienced personnel of seed certification agency should inspect seed crop at all appropriate stages of growth and verify seed lots or purity and quality. Then the next one is grow out test. So periodic testing of variety for genetic purity is important. So these mechanics of maintaining genetic purity are further strengthened by the generation system. So here we have finished with genetic principles and how we can avoid them or what are the safeguards to maintain the genetic purity. The remaining part, that is the agronomic principle, we will learn in the next lecture. Thank you.